So welcome to all. Good evening, and we'll start with today's workshop on getting and rising. It will be conducted by Mr. M. Deshpande sir, and will be helped by Mr. Sanjay Mari from Etocast. So he will be also helping us in this particular workshop. So let us start with this. First of all, we are going to see what is the schedule. Today, day one, we are going to see theory part of this metering and rising PPT by Mr. M. Deshpande sir in the first hour. Second hour, the second session will be for demo of couple of projects, couple of case studies on metering and rising and its calculations. So it will be what is today's agenda for this workshop. After this session of today's workshop, we will be giving you a couple of projects and one Google form link today evening to all of you on your WhatsApp number. What you have to do, you have to calculate those projects and you have to fill up that Google form and fill up and send us by tomorrow afternoon by 3 o'clock. So till tomorrow afternoon, you have time to calculate all these things and send it back to us. You can take photograph or you can put it on either on Excel or Word, and you can send it by mail or WhatsApp, or you can put it on paper. You can take photo or you can take scan copy of that and send us to us. So all options are open to you. So these projects and Google Form will evaluate your performance based on today's what we have learning. Further, tomorrow we have one case study with simulation with Etocast that we'll share with you, and then you have to present how the calculation you have done, how the figures you have arrived, all these things you have to present by yourself. So that is another thing which we will going to see in this workshop. And finally, tomorrow in the last session, we'll have result, conclusion, and closing remark by me. So this is how the overall workshop will be organized. So let us start with the first activity, that is the presentation on getting and rising. I'm handing over this platform to Mr. Deshpande sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Sorry for delay of 5 minutes. So shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is through. So voice is clear.
Yes.
So today's workshop, calculations of getting and rising. First thing will be required will be the weight of casting. In our calculation, weight of casting should be in the pounds, and temperature has to be in the Fahrenheit. These are the two conditions. And dimensions will be in inches, box height or casting height, length, width, height. Those will be in the inches. Bunch weight will be in LB, pound. Input required will be casting weight, number of cavities per box, bunch weight, material, cast iron, AGN, or grade and chemistry. Pouring time we are going to calculate. Test bar from casting, yes or no. Many times critical castings, considering the use and field use. People like Parker or John Deere, they ask for the test bar from the casting. That also needs to be taken into account while doing a risering. Next slide, please. These are the basic information required to calculate the pouring time and choke area. Casting height in drag box, casting height in cope box, total casting height, height of cope box, maximum, minimum and general wall thickness of a casting, section thickness, casting drawing, model if available, that will be more clear to us where the sections are having changes. In case of ductile and radiography, level has to be, some people give the clearance for level 1, or some people they ask for the level 2 also. So impact testing, yes, no, with temperature, room temperature -20, -40, and test bar requirement. This is just guideline point of view I have given it. Basically, to know that casting height in cope box, riser height, some terminology, choke, runner, filter, core print, main vent. Main vent means the mold gases, and core vent means core gases. Standard terminology. Some of the, in case of cast iron, basically ingot thickness will be 5 mm, then notch will be 4 mm, distance from casting will be 3 mm, distance from runner to casting, it should be around 30-40, not more than that. That is also equally important. Next. This sketch is purposely given because of the flow-ups, basically. Rejection due to sand. While doing the molding, if you can see the clearly, I have provided 3R required, 3R. Then diameter of flow up at top 10 mm, at bottom 12 mm. Thickness of pad 2 mm, washer, then M8 or M10 trapping. Because these are minor things, but most important. Because otherwise, if the flop is bent, then mold breakage will be there, sand will be there, extra sand will be there. That has to be grinded, or that sand may fall on the casting surface after closing or while clamping the box. That's why specifically sketch is given. It is common for C or HG. While doing a gating system, basically, pouring head is the most important. Pouring head should be 3 to 4 inch above highest point of casting. 3 inch minimum above highest point of casting. Not general, above highest point. Mold vent location should be away from pouring basin to avoid metal entry through flow-ups. Avoid mismatch of sprue, well and sprue. Filter cup should be such that it will cover all the holes of filter to get the correct filtration and to use maximum area of the filter. That will control directly pouring time and pouring time. Thickness of filter and filter cup to be matched. Normally, what happens, thickness of filter is, if it is less, the sand will fall. And if it is more, the slag will flow away. So thickness of filter and filter cup has to be matched perfectly. It should be within 0.5 mm, we can say. If the ceramic filters are there, the thickness of filter varies from up to 0.5 or sometimes 1 mm also. So we have to instruct the ceramic filter gentleman to take care of that. That point has to be added in the while accepting the filters. To calculate the pouring time and choke area, use AFS gating and risering. Now that is our workshop today. So I'm going to show exact pouring time, choke area calculations. 2-3 case studies are there. These are the methoding mean while designing the pattern core boxes or APQP, you can say advanced product quality planning. Length, width, height, including print sizes, general wall, and tolerance suitable to the molding practice. This is most important. If tolerance is plus minus 0.5 mm, machining allowance is 2 mm, then in that case we have to go for the shell molding. If machining allowance is 2.5 mm, then high pressure molding line. If machining allowance 3 to 3.5 mm, if it is accepted, then it is better to go for ARPA. Then study of chunky or thick section for feeding, preferably to be taken in drag box. Height of cope box, I already told, to get 3 or 4-inch pouring head above highest point of casting to avoid rejection of blowholes and cold shaft. Height of drag box considering weight of casting 70 sand cord below the bottommost point of a casting. It should be 70 or 100 as per the weight of a casting. If weight of casting around 100 or 150, in case of ARPA 1300, then we have to keep sand cord up at least 100 or 150 mm below lowest point of casting. Print design suitable for core weight, height of core, balancing of core weight, selection of core manufacturing process, study of sample casting for following points: machining reference, dimension plus minus, then drawing or model to be which are kept purposely to avoid assembly falling and to get minimum wall around bosses. This is most important. Point number 8 is most important, at least for the all automobile castings, because uh, as per model, if we do, we may face the problems of basically fouling in assembly. Generally, model is not modified. Model comes from the direct from the uh, prime supplier or say MNC company, which are abroad. They give us the model. But in India, we are doing the model, we are doing the casting, but we are facing the problems of assembly fouling. At that time, some of the changes are done, but which are not taken care of in the model, and that may create the problem. Then otherwise, then we have to correct the corbas, correct the pattern. That takes that will delay the development. And wall around the bosses. Simply, all the bosses are there. If you take at least 0.8 or 1 tolerance in molding and 0.5 machining, so total allowance variation will be around 1.5 If we do the drilling on the bosses, naturally the wall thickness will be less by at least 1 or 1.5 So that may create the problem. Hence, we have to see that to get minimal around the bosses, height diameter of boss has to be kept 1 or 1.5 plus. This is most important point. Then hold, rest, locate. Hold, rest, locate. Points study to be done. Parting line, flow application, core shooting to be kept considering above. If at parting the reference point is there, naturally we are going to get the variation of 1 So these are to be studied. Machining references preferably in drag to avoid the dimension issues, because core and drag box, those are in one line. So naturally the dimensional rejection will not be there. Only cope box mismatch if we control, then all the things will be under control. That's why machining references preferably in drag box has to be selected. There should be a joint CFT meeting between machine shop and us, development team, production team, so that everyone will have the references known to each, including fettling worker or fettling supervisor also. He also should be aware of the while doing the fettling, no excess grinding or less grinding, or some extra metal is there, then at that time he has to remove that extra metal. And next please. These are the metallurgical point of view, grade of metal, compulsory alloys, if any, required to be added in casting. Because some of the people, they specifically mention that we want the carbon about 3.3, we want copper, we want moly, depending upon the criticality of the casting. They are specially mentioning that has to be taken care while costing. While costing, that point has to be taken care. Hardness, microstructure, specification, clarity should be there. Grade and hardness range doesn't match, then our marketing and purchase should clear that matter in writing. Sometimes what the thing happens, harness is mentioned something at different places, or casting having 10 mm, 20 mm, 15 mm wall, and at that time, if they ask, in case of CI, wall thickness is 15 mm. If they ask, type A should be 90%, then in that case, it will not be possible. So we have to study properly, drawing, harness, micro. These are to be clearly clarified before doing a pattern. Test bar from casting separately, number of heat invoice monthly, that clarity should be there. Test bar of once in a month has to be given, or each lot has to be given. That has to be clear. Pouring witness, if there, if any, then cost of test bar testing. The gentleman who is coming from for pouring witness, the lodging, boarding, that cost has to be taken care of while doing the costing. That QC engineer, lodging, boarding cost to be added. Then charmic chemistry, pouring temperature, tapping temperature. These are also important from metallurgical point of view and cost point of view. Design of getting system pressurized or non-pressurized, considering similar job history on our foundry. Normally what the thing, 3 or 4 similar job we are doing. So case history, back history has to be taken care of. Then again, the development, same mistakes should not be there. So that case history has to be taken care of in account. Choke area, pouring time, that already told. Number of ingot. That is our today's workshop only, basically. Mold vent sizable, suitable for the geometry of casting. Pad to be given, flow up is must. Area of vent should be double the choke area, or sometimes 2.5 mm, 2.5 times than choke area for heavily core casting, block shades or housing, clutch housing and trumpet housings. Print in clearance in drag and coat should be suitable to type of core setting facility. If we are doing the core setting by hand, then clearance should be more. If we are going to do the core setting by using core assembly transfer fixture, then you may reduce the clearance. Chaplet pads to be kept integral to pattern and core box. Chaplet pads to be kept integral to pattern and core box. This is most important. Design of core checking and core setting is to be prepared at start only, considering the geometry. And next slide, please. Machining reference points grinding to be avoided, but there should be clean and no extra metal is allowed. Work instruction with photograph showing these points to be handed over at start only. Sand or inner outer face not allowed. Important dimension checking should be included across parting line with considering tolerance. Core out mismatch, general wall and dimension specified by customer. Paint type, make, viscosity, scratch test, drying facility, stacking, handling, etc. to be studied. Dispatch document, reports, etc. to be decided with marketing department. Mold venting for Greenson and ARPA, heavily costing. That is already covered. You may. Next slide. Now we'll come to the basic, our topic, pressurized or non-pressurized. It is a, if we considering pressurized gating system, then first is the downscrew, area of downscrew, second is runner and choke. So ratio, downscrew 1, runner 1.2 and choke area 0.8. So that where the choke has to be kept, that is most important. As per geometry, box height, we have to decide the exactly where to be choke has to be given. You are going to calculate the choke area, and first choke area, then runner area, then downscrew area. That can be calculated. That is as an example, diameter of down screw, if it is 30 mm, the area will be 70.706, runner area 1.2, and in-gate area or choke area. These are given. 1.2, 0.8. If it is non-pressurized, normally non-pressurized gating is done in the ductile iron. In case of cast iron, nowadays we are not doing. Preferably we are doing for automobile casting, preferably pressurized gating is advisable. For non-pressurized gating, down screw, runner and choke area, 1.2, 1.4 the ratio will be there. That is, calculations are given. Sample calculation. Ratios are given. Next. As per runner, down screw and choke area. In this case, it is a choke. In-gate is considered as a choke. We are going, yeah. This is non-pressurized. 706, 825, 1.2, 1.4. There is no choke, but all the in-gates which are there, those are kept. Choke area or in-gate area, you can say. Now we'll go for the case study. This part was facing problem of blowhole rejection. That rejection was around 30 to 40%. Details are given. Casting weight 45 kgs, mean 121 lb. Bunch weight, material grade, general wall, pouring temperature, casting in height in drag box, casting height in cope box. All these are been converted into the inch, lb, and Fahrenheit. Then cope box height. Next. This is the casting. In next slide, the defect photograph is there. All the sides have been shown. Because fins are also there. That's why minimum temperature 1380 is selected. General wall is more, but the fins are there. Fins are most important. It is the reduction gearbox housing casting. Now you can see the blowhole at the highest point of casting. Around 40% radiation was there. These are the blowhole defect, clear cut. First, we will calculate the pouring time. Pouring time is first, then height of cope box. All the things are given, choke area, and we'll show the calculation. The formula has to be given, or I am unable to see the slide. This slide is important, basically, while calculating the pouring time. We are checking the fluidity of metal. Fluidity of cast iron depend on the basic carbon equivalent and pouring temperature. Please note that we have to design a gating system considering the last box temperature. On right hand side or left hand, y-axis, you can see the pouring temperature in Fahrenheit. Pouring temperature in Fahrenheit. On below x-axis, carbon equivalent is there. Carbon equivalent. And on highest point, how much is the fluidity? That is shown. But how it is to be calculated, that will come in the next slide. We are going to give these all graphs to you. On left side, it is given as carbon equivalent is 4.3 If carbon equivalent 4.3 and the temperature is mentioned, by using that, we get the fluidity 40, 40. 40 is the number. You might have seen the fluidity spiral in Hein and Rosenthal book. Everybody might have seen the fluidity spiral is also. Spiral test is also there. Normally, this is most important test. I request to carry out this test. I can guide you. I have the sketches of fluidity spiral. That also I can give it. On left hand side, fluidity is 40 inches, and on the right hand side, carbon equivalent is here, temperature is given. From that graph, the fluidity comes to 27. So 27 by 40 will be 0.675. That has been shown there. While calculating the pouring time, the fluidity has to be taken care of account. This slide basically it shows while calculating the choke area, these are the three different types of casting, we can say. Topmost casting, what you say ki casting, complete casting is in the drag box. So top getting effective height will be H is equal to H. H means cope box height. Then bottom getting means complete casting in cope box. So at that time, H will be H minus C by 2. C is casting height in cope box. H is the cope box height. Effective pouring head. Effective pouring head. Third one is half the casting is in a drag box, half the casting in cope box. The formula to calculate the effective pouring head is H is equal to 2HC minus P square upon 2C. You can see it in the sketch. This is most important. Normally, the third photograph covers all the castings. But at least we can say 80, 75, 80% will have the casting in third category. And first and second category, 10% each, we can say, not more than that. But please note that calculation of effective pouring head is most important while calculating the choke area. Because choke area and pouring time. This is the efficiency coefficient of various types of gating systems. First is single runner entering riser. The second is, these are the conditions. Two runners with multiple ingates and no bend in runners. Then third is two runners with multiple ingates and 90-degree bend in runners. Accordingly, 0.9, 0.9 and 0.85. This is the efficiency coefficient of the metal travel from the screw to the casting last point. This is also important. Next slide. So this is the formula it has been given. Calculate the pouring time. Pouring time K. Pouring time is equal to 0.95 is the constant plus T. T is general wall thickness or minimum wall thickness divided by 0.8503 into square root of W. Square root of W means bunch weight in pound. So we consider K is 0.95 plus 0.59. 15 mm wall is there. Please calculate. It will come to 0.59. 853 is the constant. Square root of 121. So pouring time will be 17 to 18 seconds. 17 to 18 seconds. Next slide. Now this is most important. Calculate the effective pouring head. in our case, what the case I am showing to you, H is equal to 2HC minus P square upon 2C. These all the calculations are given. H comes to 8.58 inches. Next, please. So these are all calculations are given. Choke area. T is equal to WDCA square root. W is the density. D is the, these are standard things which are given. Density of molten metal, then 0.22. C is the choke area. Sorry, C is the choke area. A square root, A is the CA, square root 2GH. H is the effective pouring head. G is the acceleration, gravity of acceleration, from how much from height we are doing the pouring. Considering the cope box height, this velocity is taken into consideration. The answer will be, first will be 0.395 square inches. If you convert into square millimeters, that will be 255. Mind well, in the cast iron, if you have the pouring temperature 1380 or 1400 max, for 60 kg or 80 kg casting, choke area will be around 300 to 400 mm square as per each, as a thumb rule we can say. But this calculation of choke area is most important. As per choke area, if we do the runner bar and getting system, I give 100% guarantee that pouring time will be correct. There will not be any problem. We have to maintain the choke area correctly, and accordingly choke area, considering choke area, runner and downscrew, that has to be calculated. If we do that, we'll get correct pouring time and there will not be blowholes. In this case, what the thing was there, choke area was much more. That's why the pouring head was not maintained. That's why the highest point was having the blowhole. After doing all these calculations, our rejection due to blowhole was just 1 or 2% because of manual error. This is the case study 2. This is an interesting case study. This is cylinder head compressor cylinder head. Weight is just 1.2 kg. Length, width, height. Length 70 mm, width 50 mm, height 20 mm. Grade of metal FG 200. General wall is just 4 mm. Mold box is 24 by 28 mm. Horizontally parted, and it is double decker. Number of casting per mold 24 numbers. 12 numbers in drag and 12 numbers in cope. Cold shut line was noticed for cope hub only, because all the patterns were having the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 24. During the study, it was noticed that casting in drag box, all were okay. The casting in cope box only having the cold shut line. This was due to improper ratio of getting system. Due to non-pressurized system, metal velocity was insufficient to flow against the gravity, resulting cold. Due to non-pressurized getting system, metal velocity was insufficient to flow against the gravity, resulting in the cold shut rejection. Next, please. Pressure on ingate is achieved by keeping runner area 1.2 times than ingate area. For runner bars were fed separately, 4 runner bars were fed separately to achieve uniform distribution of metal flow. Runner bar made taper. Pouring time reduced by 2 seconds. Previous it was 10 to 12 seconds. Now after modification, it comes to 8 to 10 seconds. Chemistry and pouring temperature kept unchanged. That was not necessary. Next slide. Reason of rejection, question. Percentage rejection 15% total, rejection due to cold 9%. After getting modification, rejection 6% total, rejection due to cold 0.5%. So I request to see these parameters before, after. Downspout diameter 30 mm, 30 mm. I am not changing. Runner area of 3 casting, before it was 240 millimeter square. But, and after I made it to 540. Runner area 3 casting, 4 casting means on other, please, we'll see the sketch or photograph. At that time it will be clear. Because 12 castings were there. On one side 3 plus 3, 6, and other side 4 plus 4. That was the distribution. Now you can see 5 plus 5 plane 10 plus these 2. 12 were there. Now on the left hand side you can see casting which are 3 castings are there on left hand side, and right hand side you can see 3 plus 1, 4 castings are there to each. So that's why it has 3 castings, 4 casting told. Again back. That was the runner bar. Ingate area for 3 casting, initially it was 600 mm square. Then I have corrected it to 450 mm because weight of casting is just 1.2 kg. That doesn't require more area. And in case of 4 casting, 600 mm square. So ingate area and runner area, that ratio has been maintained. If you can see, ingate area for 450 into 1.2, it will be 540. Then 600 and 720. 600 is the ingate area and runner area is 720, more than that. That's why the pressure on ingate was there. Hence the defect has gone. If you have any doubt or question, please ask. Next slide. This is the photo of drag box. If you can see at center downspray is there, and 4 connections are given to the runner bar. So metal distribution will not be equal for all the runner bars. Hence again, please take, give back slide, Purviji slide. You can see runner bar are cut at the center. Runner bar are cut at the center, so that equal distribution of metal will be there, and 4 runner bars will be fed separately. That already I told. These 4 runner bars will be fed separately, so that pressure on ingate will be there, and defect is gone because of the pressure. So these are the calculation. Schedule per month is 20,000 number. Weight of casting, total weight per month. Number of casting would have been rejected without getting consideration. That is before the project was taken. It was 1800. Number of casting actually rejected after getting modification, 100 numbers. Number of casting saved 1700 per month. Metal saved 2 metric ton per month. Net cost saved due to reduced rejection rupees 65,000 per month and 7 lakhs per year. This cost is excluding scrap of cost that has been deducted. If per kg rate is 60 kg, 20 rupee has to be taken. This was the case given to us. Will be presented with the help of simulation tomorrow. This we have done the calculation, but we'll show it tomorrow.
I think we have completed from our side. Anybody want to ask the question? You can unmute yourself and ask question. You can unmute yourself now. One by one, if you want any query, any question to be asked on this presentation or calculation, you can ask. Meantime, I will just go through the further slides. 1 minute. So this is how our evaluations will be there. There will be 2 projects. Project 1 will be around pressurized, non-pressurized. So calculation of downscrew area will be 5 marks. Calculation of runner bar will be 5 marks. Calculation of choke area will be 5 marks. And identifying gating type, that is whether it is pressurized gating or non-pressurized gating, will have 10 marks. So 25 marks for the project 1. Project 2 will be for calculating pouring time, calculating effective pouring height or pouring head, and then calculating choke area. Each will carry around 15 marks each. So it will be 45 marks, and 30 marks for the written exam, that is through Google Form, which link I am sending after this session. So this is about 100 marks total evaluation will be there. This is the project this is project number 1 which we are going. All these details I will be sending you to on WhatsApp. If you have doubt or about it, just go through these details also. If you have any doubt on this, please ask. We can guide you on that. This is first project on calculating downscrew area, runner bar area, ingate area, and pressurized and non-pressurized. So we have given details for downscrew, runner bars, and ingate. You have to calculate the volume, and based on that volume, you have to decide whether this gating system is pressurized or non-pressurized. So any question on this? I think it is much simple. You will get this PPT also in some time on your WhatsApp number. You can refer this PPT while calculating. You can refer this PPT while filling up Google form also. So this is project number 1, and this is project number 2, where all the details are given. Here you have to calculate or you have to convert this into Fahrenheit and LB, weight in LB and degree in Fahrenheit. So you have to go through, maybe you can go to Google and check the conversion factor. So based on these details, you have to calculate pouring time, then choke area, and in between there will be pressure area. So if you have any doubt or any more clarity about how to calculate it, how to use it, you can unmute yourself and ask. Yes, anybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have one question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Please.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Please.
Sir, this is. Hello.
Go ahead. We are listening.
I am able to listen. Please go. Please ask.
Okay. Sir, in earlier slide, you explained about the effective pouring height and how to calculate effective pouring height. But
Pouring head.
whatever the short form you have used,
Huh.
yeah,
Pouring
whatever
head
the short
and
form you have used, like,
huh. Huh.
yes, sir.
Those are there
Huh.
in this slide, I think.
So,
Next slide.
Previous slide it is there. Yeah.
नाही त्याच्या अगोदर
sir,
हा
next slide, sir. Next slide.
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड ह्याच्या
Pouring
नंतरची
time के बाद the pouring height का था, sir.
हा ये
हाँ, त्याच्यानंतरची, sir.
This one?
नाही त्याच्या अगोदरची घ्याल काही ह्याच्या अगोदर हा इट इज द पोरिंग इफेक्टिव्ह पोरिंग हेड
In the sketch, it is clear, sir. It is C has been shown, H has been shown, then P has been shown in the figure itself.
टॉप गेटिंग बॉटम गेटिंग सेंटर गेटिंग
P is nothing but height in the cope box. C is the total height in the last one. In the second one, C is the total
टोटल कास्टिंग हाईट इन कोप बॉक्स
cope box, yeah. And C is again casting height in a drag box. H is
And
the
third
down
one?
screw height.
डाउनस्क्रू हाईट और कोप बॉक्स हाईट
Cope box height.
सेम
Please show next slide.
This
The slide which shows the formula of how
okay.
to calculate pouring height.
हा पोरिंग हाईट हा टू एस हा हे येस दिस वन इफेक्टिव्ह पोरिंग हाईट हा इन दिस केस
Yes,
व्हाट
sir.
डू वांट
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
या
I want to know the what H is representing, what C is
That
representing,
one by
what
one I'll
P is
tell.
representing.
That is what
H-
I am
want to know
saying.
that.
That is what I am showing you. Yes, yes, means here you can
Ah.
find all the things. W means bunch weight in LB. K means
Okay.
pouring time in second. T is equal general wall in inches. H
Okay.
is cope box height in inches. So you can get all the
Okay.
details in this slide. And
Excellent.
this slide is given you to in your project also. This sequence is maintained so that you can able to get clarity on how to calculate. Only thing you have to
Sandeep.
convert it into inches.
Yeah, sure.
Inches
Thank
and
you.
Fahrenheit.
Hello. You
Yes.
might have, if you have any problem while calculating the fluidity factor, you can ask. Fluidity factor that relate with the carbon equivalent.
This one.
This slide. That relate with the carbon equivalent temperature.
It is the composition also factor is also given in there.
X-axis carbon equivalent,
Yeah.
Y-axis pouring temperature, and topmost point. These are the you can see at the center 39, 40, 42. These are the numbers. Those are in small basically, but that is those are representing the fluidity. I have made a tick mark also that fluidity in inches.
Hello.
Yes.
But you are showing the pouring temperature from 2000
No, that
to
is in Fahrenheit.
3100. But
That is in
what if
Fahrenheit.
we?
Fahrenheit.
Okay. Yeah, then okay.
Yeah, it is
That
in
is what I am
Fahrenheit.
saying. You have to convert the degree centigrade into Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Degree
That has
centigrade.
to be considered.
Okay.
And to weight kgs into lbs.
And dimension in inches.
Inch dimension in inches. That is what we have done here. Similarly, you have to work out.
No, you can see it on the right hand side. Everything is given, no?
Sure, this, excuse me, can I?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Sorry.
Please.
Now this fluidity, I mean,
Yeah.
you are calculating from the table that you have given.
Yeah.
Typically in a foundry, would you get the same values as given in the table for the carbon equivalent, or do you need to, pour a fluidity spiral and check whether you are getting those values.
If it is if you pour the fluidity spiral, that is more better, because while doing melting, we do some process variation. Holding is there, carbon dissolution is not proper. Then if alloy is there, alloy level, chromium is somewhat more, then fluidity will affect. So at that time, it is better to check fluidity by using the spiral. We have to standardize the spiral basically as per that particular job, that particular chemistry. If we standardize, then there will not be any problem.
Sir, now the composition factor given here
Yeah.
is without any alloying taken into consideration.
Yeah, it is not without any alloy.
Practically,
Practically we have to, that's why I suggest ki pour the fluidity spiral. That is most important. How much is the chromium addition, copper addition is there, that will affect the fluidity. Na? If phosphorus is not 6 and phosphorus is 1, 2, then fluidity will have some variation. Though the phosphorus is 0.1 and not 6, will have some variation on the fluidity. That's why I suggest ki please pour the fluidity spiral.
And for pouring temperature, what is the value that we have to consider normally?
Normally, what already I told na, last box. If you are pouring 10 or 12 boxes in a row, first box will be around 1410 or 1410. Last box will be around 1370 as per the ladle condition. If the ladle is preheated, good one, the temperature drop will be around 20 or 30 degree. But in case of practically what the things happen, ladle will have some metal at the bottom, 10 kg or 15 kg. And if you pour the metal, then at that time more drop will be there. So these are the practical aspects needs to be seen. But at least for the as per section thickness, if you are going to pour the flywheel or heavy casting, 1350 will be all right. But in case of blocks, heads or tractor housings, which have the general wall 6 mm, core weight will be around 70 kg, casting weight will be around 80 kg, and general height of the casting will be around 400 mm. Total height, above parting line 200 to 50 mm. At that time, basically fluidity is the much important, because coldest metal is going to come on the top of the box. If the wall is 6 mm or 7 mm, surface area will be flat. At that time, pouring head works. If the pouring head is not there, then naturally in cope box the blowholes will be there. So at that time, coldest metal comes at the top side, no, basically. In that case, this fluidity factor is important in that case. And we have to design the gating system considering the last box temperature, 1370 or 1380, what we are maintaining in our foundry. As per that only, we have to design a gating system or choke area, we can say. If you calculate as a, what you say, just like a student, same casting, if we pour at 1350, how much is the choke area, how much is the pouring time? Mind well, if 1350 is the pouring time and same casting is there, the choke area will be more and pouring time will be less. And if you consider 1420 temperature, same casting, pouring time will be more, but choke area will be less. Please calculate. It's interesting, basically. So we have to use some our practical aspects of a foundry. How much is the chromium? How much is the distance from the tapping temperature to or for furnace to last box? That also needs to be taken care of. As per that, we have to select a pouring temperature. I am talking about the cast iron only, not ductile.
Sir, one other thing, you mentioned pressurized and non-pressurized. You mentioned that for gray iron, pressurized is preferred.
Yeah, for the
for SG iron,
non-pressurized, yes. because AgI carbon equivalent, though it is high, because of the magnesium, metal becomes cold very rapidly. If you compare cast iron, in AgI, metal becomes very cold rapidly. That's why we have to pour fast, ductile iron, use filter and pour fast. Ductile iron. Definitely. It is proved. No, no doubt about it.
No, non-pressurized system will be able to fill the mold fast.
Mold fast, yes. Because in AG we are using the filters, no, so that slag will not go. In case of ductile cast iron, what the thing happens, if we increase the thickness of a casting, or increase the choke area, non-pressure if we do, then metal will go fast, but pouring head will not be maintained.
Okay.
As per the operator condition. Some of the pouring operator, they pour fast. Some of the pouring operator, they feed it slowly. At that time, pouring head will not be maintained. Then we will have a defect of cold shut defect.
Actually, what it means is with a pressurized system, you can keep your downspout cup full.
No, full, yes. That is most important.
With non-pressurized, keeping it full is difficult because
all
the metals are going away very fast.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Welcome.
Anybody?
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes.
This calculation is only for cast iron, right?
Yeah. This is for only cast iron. Clear. I am very clear. Yes.
We can't use this for SG.
We can't use. Yes.
Okay. And anything regarding feeders, sir? Can you explain? Means selection of feeders or anything?
That Mr. Sandeep is arranging a separate webinar. Calculation of feeder, neck, sizes, use of exothermic sleeve, IHD sleeve. The separate calculations are there as per the practices. That will be separate topic. This particularly, it is for the cast iron to calculate the choke area, effective pouring head. It is for casting will have length width more. In normally ductile casting, iron, automobile or anything will have less weight and dimension will be less. At automobile casting, big casting will have something different, will be more, sizes will be more, but the quantity will be less. For mass production, ductile casting will have some other calculations or risering and basically risering will be there. Most important is risering for in case of ductile iron. For cast iron, because wall thickness will be less at that time, this is important to calculate the pouring time temperature and defect should not be there.
Okay, sir.
We have to consider the geometry of a casting.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
There is any thumb rule to set the pouring temperature as per the casting weight?
No thumb rule. That's why the area. As a thumb rule, in case of cast iron, flow of metal should be 4 seconds per kg. For casting having weight up to 100 kg or 50 to 100 kg. 4 kg per second. If weight of casting is more than 100 kg cast iron, then flow per second should be at least 5 kg or 6 kg. But the every aspect has to be seen considering geometry of a casting always. If you are pouring thick casting 150 kg, then pouring time doesn't matter. But the 150 kg transmission case, tractor transmission case is there. In that case, the general volume will be 7 mm. Height of casting will be around 300-350 mm in cope box. At that time, pouring time is most important and pouring head is most important. thumb rule cannot work there. That's why AFS have done the research and they have published the book. Na? My request will be choose a critical casting of your foundry. Calculate this. If you are any problem is there, I will guide you. No problem. But academic interest has to be taken. We have to take different type of casting in the foundry, and please calculate. If any problem is there, at any time I am available. I will guide you. I guarantee rejection due to blowhole. Rejection due to blowhole by using cold box core and green system will be 0.5% max. Rejection due to blowhole even after machining also 1% max. If we do the proper gating system in any foundry, if you can go sand rejection and blowhole rejection, totally will be around 3 to 4% or 5%. But if we do proper pouring time and do the calculation, rejection of blowhole will come less than 0.5. And that is most important to do this calculation. And practically I have proved it.
I think, Deshpande sir, like to add one more thing in this particular.
Yes,
This
you can add.
workshop is a beginning of learning this type of things.
Yeah.
So in 2 hours, we cannot make you expert in making calculations or making methoding or gating system. This is
That's why I said,
very clear.
you-
So we have started or we have begun this activity. So let us, you start doing these activities, and you can got some experience. You discuss with Deshpande sir, discuss with me. We can do some
At any time you can
calculation.
discuss, no
Anytime,
problem.
not this for 2 days. We can guide you for further,
Yes.
because it is an ongoing process. It is not like you can say history or geography where you remember the things and put on the paper and you get the marks. It is like a maths where you have to practice it and get master in that particular topic. So this is like that. So you have to start and get, as Deshpande sir rightly say, you have to get academic interest. That is very important.
Sandeep, one gentleman is there, Mr. Ankit Dubey,
Yeah.
who was present in my 2-3 workshop.
Okay.
Every month, at least 2-3 cases he is sending me, 1 or 2 cases.
Okay.
He is asking for the clarification. I am on WhatsApp. I am telling all the things to him.
Great. That is what
Ankit
I'm
Dubey.
saying. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So they had to be, if you show the interest, we are there to support you, definitely. We are always open.
Sir, one more question.
Yes, sir.
Non-pressurized system, your in-gate is the choke. Where is the choke actually in non-pressurized system?
No, as per geometry, we have to keep in the runner bar also we can check, or in gate, or if you provide a filter, basically.
Yeah.
After providing filter, the metal will go in the drag box and it will come up. And joining of runner to that filter.
Yeah.
At that time, here also, in that area also, you can keep the non-pressurized.
No, the purpose in asking is, non-pressurized system, you have to depend upon the filter for slag to prevent slag.
Yeah.
So, because once slag goes into the runner bar, then it will get carried into the casting.
Yeah, definitely.
So, probably the junction of down screw and runner bar, that is appropriate place for
placing a choke.
Filter. Yeah, because metal coming after that is clean. I mean,
clean.
Clean. So
Definitely.
Metal will go in and it will go with very little turbulence or anything like that. Smooth flow you will get.
Smooth flow will be there, and whatever the slag minor it will come. Please note that we have to keep the in-gate in drag box, runner bar in scope, so that whatever the minor slag will come, that will float in the in-gate runner bar, and the clean metal will go. I can send some photos. If anybody is interested, I can send some photos. By seeing that photo, you can able to judge it, basically. Actual getting system photo also I can send it, no problem.
Sir, one of my understanding is one of the important functions of a proper system
Yeah,
is to ensure a laminar flow into the
yeah,
casting.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
have turbulent flow, you have
Hmm.
all kinds of other problems. You have aspiration of air. You have,
Yeah.
probably other things. And with the turbulence, there is some amount of agitation. It can pull out sand from your mold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
laminar
will,
flow is what you should be aiming for at all times.
yeah, 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 yeah. And mind well, practical suggestion I will give, if pouring line is there, distance between the two molding lines has to be kept sufficient so that while pouring the first casting, ladle lip, normally what happens, if it is not there, the ladle lip will be above highest point of the box, 10 inch. So that is not also advisable. It should be around 3 or 4 inch above only, not more than that. That will also make the turbulence or sand erosion.
हेलो
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
sir.
Vikas.
गुड इवनिंग सर
Good evening.
सर मुझे डाउन स्क्रू के बारे में जानना है कि ये जो डाउन
हाँ.
स्क्रू का डाया है इसको हम किस बेसिस पे सिलेक्ट करते हैं
Down spruce के dia depend upon casting weight.
कास्टिंग वेट ओके
कास्टिंग का वेट अगर 50 kg के नीचे है, कास्टिंग का वेट, तो 25 mm is sufficient.
बट सर जो प्रैक्टिकली डाउन स्क्रू का जो शेप है वो कॉनिकल है, ठीक है, ये टेपर्ड है, ठीक है, तो जब ये
Topmost has
हाइट
to be taken. Topmost diameter has to be taken for the calculation. Because in bottom we are keeping the filter now. The filter diameter will be of 50 or 60 mm. So that to cover the all holes, we are making a taper down screw at the bottom. So it will be around 44 mm.
But how much angle of taper needs to be provided, sir?
How much taper of angle? I'll send a sketch tomorrow. You give me WhatsApp your number. I will give the sketch.
Okay, and next question is, sir, how can we consider the length, breadth, and height of a runner bar?
We have to calculate, if you calculate the choke area, from choke area we have to calculate the inget area and runner bar area. Everything what the thing is, while doing the designing a getting system, my request will be you send one or two casting which are having reaction due to scabbing, blowhole, or any foundry reaction. Please send me the case study. I will calculate and I will give and I will explain also. Because everything depends upon the geometry. Again, the geometry will come.
Okay, sir.
Practically, if you explain, that will be more clear to you.
Okay, sir, I will.
Today in the night also you can send sketch. I will show you. I will give the solution.
Definitely, sir. I will.
Most critical casting having blowhole problem in foundry and after machining. Sir, whichever you feel difficult, you can send it.
Yes, anybody? Prasad, any doubt?
Nadhare.
Prasad?
Sir, one other, not a question, observation.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Typically, every foundry, they want to get the maximum bunch weight, poured per plate.
Yeah.
So then they try
for-
to take more cavities and keep on this thing. Ultimately, there is not enough space for a proper running system.
Runner bar.
So
Yeah.
what they do is, what is available, they manage something, and then they create problems. And then they complain that this thing is there. So I think this running system is the most important part of
Ah,
your
and most neglected.
neglected because, this is based on a calculation per box. I want 100 kgs poured weight. How many cavities? Keep so many cavities. Then running system, what you are able to do? You are not able to do anything, and then you have problems, and then it keeps on going, and then you say more rejection. So it sometimes
Sand inclusion, scabbing, that will
sometimes it
come.
makes sense to remove a few cavities
Cavities, few cavities.
and
Yes, yes.
give enough space for a proper running system and
Yeah.
improve your rejections. That is, get more acceptable castings. That will be more paying than trying to simply say my poured weight is so much. It happens all the time. It is human nature. You can't.
No, that is true. But in a foundry, our profit margins are very less. Yield is most important. Our 60 or 70% cost is in metal. If you improve yield by 5%, we will get the benefit of that. That's why the calculation is important.
No,
Runner sizes are
not at the cost of rejections.
not at the cost of rejection also.
That is counterproductive.
Yeah, definitely.
Any more questions?
And
yes, go ahead, sir. Deshpande sir.
yes,
Yes, you are talking something.
practically pattern maker also is a neglected man. He is not having any what you say tools available. Drilling machine is not there. Bandsaw is not there. So he has to do all wooden getting, no sizes. So that is also pattern maker or getting the man who is doing the getting system. He is also important, but importance is not given to this gentleman. That's why we lose in yield and rejection.
Sir, I have seen cases where the running system is put in place, and then after some time, some ingate comes loose. Everybody is busy. Nobody notices that, and then
yeah.
You start getting rejections.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at it. By that time,
Where is the ingate?
Yeah, where is the ingate? It is gone. It went off with a moldy somewhere.
No, it is true, sir. It is true. Yes. Because if you finalize, if you achieve the APQP or PPAP is that only, advanced product quality planning, and PPAP, part approval production process. So from development, if the part is transferred to production, they have to make 200 or 500, 300 casting and show that these are after machining and before machining. Total rejection is 5% or 7%. That has to be proved. And then method card has to be done. And that job has to be handed over to production. But that doesn't happen. That's why we we lose all the time in pattern making, getting the order, doing the pattern, and last moment in one day we pour the casting and give it. And customer is in hurry. He will machine the casting. He will say, okay, we will produce 100. Then we get 30 casting rejected. That should not be there. That is happening. That we have to stop it. We have to follow the system: 5 casting, then 25 casting, then 100 casting. These 3 or 4 steps are more important, so that we can get the exact feel of what are the process variations. Those can be seen during the production only. During development, those are not revealed.
Okay. So any more questions? I already forwarded you both projects as well as Google Form and the PPT to all the participants. Please check at your WhatsApp. You have already received all these 4 documents. So even today night you can calculate and send your Google Form also you can send immediately. You can take help of PPT. You can take help of Google as well. So you can complete this workshop. So if you don't have any questions, we will conclude for today. Tomorrow we'll be starting at 6 o'clock or 6:30. Deshpande sir?
6.
6 o'clock tomorrow we'll be starting. So we have one project come from the participant, one of the participant of you. So we have taken that project for the simulation also. So tomorrow first Deshpande sir will give his feedback on that particular project, how he assess that project, how he work out that. Then we'll go for the simulation, actual simulation of that project also. Meantime, I will calculate the feedback from your Google form and projects, and then we'll have result and conclusion of the workshop. So this is for tomorrow. We'll start at 6 o'clock in the evening. I will share all the details of joining for tomorrow's workshop by tomorrow morning. There will be new password, new ID, everything will be new. So I will be sharing that tomorrow. So thank you. You can ask any question or anything doubt to Deshpande sir. Sir, can you just give your
Yeah.
mobile number once again to them, so that if they have any doubt while calculating, they can contact you today or tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Sandeep
Will
ji,
you?
6:30
Yes.
is better because
Pardon?
the company is today is also 6:30 is better.
Okay, no
ठीक
problem.
है.
6:30.
6:30, no problem.
6:30. Okay, no issue.
Shall I tell my mobile number?
Please, sir.
90 111 280 77. 90 111 280 77. Is it clear?